KFH Máxima 99.1 Only Hits. Once again, I'm back. ¿Cómo la ves? Another Monday, another day. Gracias a Dios que todavía estoy aquí. I want to give thanks to God that I am still here and for giving me another day of life, another present, another gift, so that I can further continue to better myself. Buenos días a todos mis maximeros out there that are just waking up or trying to wake up right now. Son las 6:11 por la mañana, el 28 de septiembre. This has been a real trippy year. So trippy that all of a sudden, in a flash, when I'm 150 some shows in, I think it was like 156, 100, and we're what, days away? Let's see here. How many days till Christmas is 88 days. You got Thanksgiving right around the corner, 59 days. That's in 60 days. Less than 60 days. It's going to come rapidly. We got a lot to talk about the NFL. Cam Newton pays tribute to Chadwick Boseman with Black Panther Superman crossover cleats. Travieso Arce castiga a Julio César Chávez durante una pelea de exhibición en Tijuana. And boxing news, other boxing news, Bob Arum vows public war over mandatory mismatches. It's a frickin' disgrace. That's what he said, but I don't think he said frickin'. The Packers had a huge game yesterday against the Saints. The Seattle Seahawks had a huge game against the Dallas Cowboys. The Arizona Cardinals, we'll talk about all that. The MLB. I think today's the last day of the regular season, so ya van a empezar los playoffs. The Lakers or the Heat, who do you think? Who's going to do it? The Heat advances to the finals, as the Lakers did on Saturday. We've got a great show lined up for you guys, so do not change that dial. Vámonos con más de tu música favorita. This is Surfaces con Sunday Best en Máxima 99.1 Only Hits. Buenos días a todos ustedes maximeros. Ya salió el sol. The sun is out. 59 grados en ambos lugares ahorita. Vamos a tener una alta de 92 grados. La temperatura para Phoenix y para Tucson va a ser lo siguiente. 10-day forecast for Tucson para que sepan cómo va a estar. 96 ahora el 28 de septiembre, en la noche 70. So we still have it way better down here. It's much cooler. Todo lo que es en Santa Cruz County. They even got 100 degree heat coming up. Y 97s y 94s. Donde nosotros tenemos, we're like in the low 90s, getting ready to get into the 80s. So, imagínate, va a estar bien suave. Ahorita está 62 grados. Vamos a llegar a una alta de 92. I ain't mad at that. Para nada. And we're what? Tucson's at 70 degrees. We're going to be at 56 degrees tonight. Qué rico, ¿verdad? Y no vamos el viernes llegamos a 95, pero el viernes pasado también estamos a 96 y it wasn't too bad. It's that 100 degree heat weather that gets me. The MLB brackets, los Major League Baseball brackets, ahorita vamos a hablar dónde se van a jugar los juegos. Vamos a platicar quiénes son los equipos que entraron a los playoffs en la postemporada. ¿Quiénes son los jugadores que quieres ver? porque tienes a los A's. Vamos a platicar de eso y este año va a ser diferente porque todos los equipos los van a tener en diferentes. Van a haber juegos en Los Ángeles, en San Diego, en Texas va a ser el World Series, va a haber en el nuevo Arlington Park y nuevo Houston stadiums para la Liga Americana. It's going to be a whole different thing. More teams, 16 teams. Vamos a hablar de la NFL también. Y this is crazy right here. Check this out. So a man in Maryland, is it Maryland? No. Ándale. A Maryland man was sentenced to a year in jail for holding two large parties, violating the state's order against large gatherings. This was back in March. So Sean Marshall Myers, 42, was arrested after holding the parties in late March. Isn't that crazy? So he's going to do a year because he wasn't complying with the rules with the COVID-19. I'll be back after these messages. Así es, KOFH, Máxima 99.1. Son las 7:07 por la mañana y es tiempo de levantarse. It's Monday. Great weekend. It's such a great weekend that it's time to kick off todo lo que es MLB playoffs. The MLB playoffs that will be beginning tomorrow morning with that Los Angeles Dodgers playing the National League Wild Card Series matchup. Get the first seed against the Milwaukee Brewers. The Atlanta Braves is the 2 seed playing against the 7 seed in Cincinnati. At Atlanta, but against the Cincinnati Reds. The Chicago Cubs are going to host the Miami Marlins. The San Diego Padres will be hosting the St. Louis Cardinals, and that's a 4 seed, 5 seed matchup. In the American League, you've got the Tampa Bay Rays that had the first seed that will be hosting the Toronto Blue Jays of Buffalo. Because remember, they had to play in Buffalo. They weren't allowed to play in Toronto. The Oakland A's will be hosting the Chicago White Sox, which should be a fun series because those are some really hot teams, very good teams. Minnesota Twins hit bombs all day. They'll be hosting the Houston Astros, and the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees it's going to be one crazy, crazy time. So what's going to happen this time around is that during the wild card series, the higher seed will host, and then in the second round, they're going to go to different locations. They're going to have bubble sites, kind of like the NBA has been doing it. And so they're going to play games in LA, the Dodger Stadium, and San Diego Padres Stadium at Petco Park, and then the American League will be in the Texas area playing in the Texas Rangers' new ballpark and the Houston Astros ballpark. So it's going to be crazy, crazy, crazy. I can't wait. Some of my favorite matchups I would like to see in the World Series would probably have to be, I would have to say Yankees-Dodgers. I'd like to see that. Chicago White Sox, maybe Cleveland Indians. No, they can't do that because that's American League. So maybe the Chicago White Sox against the Cubs. How about that? The Dodgers against the A's. I'd like to see that one. Maybe Dodgers against the Astros again, even though I don't think that's going to happen. También me gustaría ver. I like the Twins because they hit a lot of home runs. Maybe the Braves against the Chicago White Sox would be a good matchup because the White Sox can play some ball. The Tampa Bay Rays have never been in the World Series. Maybe Tampa Bay against Miami Marlins. although I don't think the Miami Marlins will make it. The San Diego Padres, I wouldn't mind seeing them match up against maybe the Chicago White Sox. So definitely some teams out there and some games that I'd like to see, matchups that would make for some exciting baseball. So tomorrow will be the first game with the Houston Astros against the Minnesota Twins. That's going to be the first game. And there's going to be games in Wednesday and Thursday where there's going to be 8 games. So it should be good stuff. All right? No le van a cambiar porque ahorita tenemos el back-to-back double play. I got some songs that are going to knock your socks off. Y también, we'll talk about the NFL. We'll talk about the NBA a little bit later. Keep it locked. I got some other things coming up for you guys. And it's your boy Big O. Give me a call, 520-287-2883. It's your boy Big O. Vámonos con esta canción. It's banging, it's banging. 7:41 por la mañana. Time for the back-to-back double play rápidamente because we're a little slow today. A little slow in el aspecto que no fielding calls and doing all kinds of things on that part, but because I'm doing some other things. Pero vámonos con Maná para el back-to-back double play que es patrocinado por Mexicayo Academy de Excelencia de Nogales para Nogales. Inscribe a sus hijos hoy para que tengan un mejor futuro. Hablando, pensando y platicando en inglés y en español. Mexicayo Academy of Excellence. Y nos vamos a ir con Maná para el feature, con una de las canciones más populares de una colaboración que hicieron Maná junto Santana, y que los premios Grammy Latinos 2000 ganaron mejor canción. En el 2006 Mayre Martínez, ganador de Latin American Idol, interpretó la canción en el 6º concierto y se convirtió en una de sus actuaciones icónicas. So if you guys ever want to hear that version también, pero por lo pronto nos vamos con Corazón Espinado aquí en tu estación favorita, Maxima 99.1. Comuníquense al teléfono 520-287-2883. Que no se les olvide que también me pueden buscar en Oscar Felix Jr. 1 en Instagram. Go ahead and look me up on Big O's Morning Show on Facebook. Y en mi personal también, Oscar Felix Jr. Big O's Morning Show. Oh, and I got the new YouTube channel. Keep it locked. Así es, KFH Máxima 99.1 Only Hits. Buenos días, son las 8:28 por la mañana. Dallas Cowboys yesterday in the NFL's Game of the Week played against the Seattle Seahawks, and Russell Wilson threw five more touchdown passes with league-leading 14 in 3 games. They are undefeated, the Seattle Seahawks. All right, DK Metcalf made up for a huge first-half blunder by catching a 29-yard touchdown pass from Russell Wilson. With 1:47 remaining, the Seattle Seahawks held off the Dallas Cowboys 38-31 yesterday. Zeke Elliott only had 34 yards rushing. Russell Wilson threw for 315 yards, 5 touchdowns. Dak Prescott threw for 472 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. I just knew it in my gut that they were going to lose. I could feel it. In other action, tonight, the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 2-0, play against the Baltimore Ravens, who are 2-0. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson are the players to watch. That's for sure. Tyreek Hill. The Chicago Bears won 30-26 against the Falcons. Nick Foles leads the Bears to a comeback win in relief of Trubisky. The Buffalo Bills are 3-0. Can you believe it? Bills cashed in on pass interference call with game-winning touchdown. And they beat the Los Angeles Rams 35-32. The Cleveland Browns won 34-20 against the Washington football team. And the Titans won 31-30 over the Vikings. The Titans are 3-0. Picking off from where they started off, they ended last year. Not really missing a beat. Ryan Tannehill throws for 321 yards. Dalvin Cook for Minnesota had 181 yards. The Patriots 36-20 winners over the Las Vegas Raiders. I get confused. Oakland, LA, Las Vegas. So the Patriots, huge game by Cam Newton. Hurting got off. The 49ers won 36-9 against the New York Giants. The Eagles tied the Cincinnati Bengals 23-23. They couldn't do it in overtime. None of the teams could. Wentz dives in for a miraculous game-tying touchdown to send it into OT, but they weren't able to pull off the win. They got the tie. The Steelers won 28-21 over the Houston Texans. The Indianapolis Colts get another win, 36-7. They are 2-1 now. And the Panthers are 21-16 winners over the Los Angeles Chargers. Tom Brady leads the Bucs to a win with 3 touchdowns in a half. And the Lions, Detroit Lions, and 11-game losing streak by defeating the Arizona Cardinals. I'm pretty sure I thought the Cardinals were going to be like 5 or 6-0 at one point. And the Green Bay Packers won 37-30. Aaron Rodgers tosses 3 touchdowns in their win over the Saints. The Saints are winning 2. The Cowboys are winning 2. So yeah, that's it. That recaps yesterday's games. Ahora van a jugar los Kansas City Chiefs contra los Baltimore Ravens. So that's going to be a really good game. So that you have the MLB playoffs beginning tomorrow. You've got Monday Night Football tonight. You've got MLB starting tomorrow. The playoffs, 16 teams. Mookie Betts, Jose Ramirez, all your favorite players to watch in the playoffs. It's definitely going to be good. Fernando Tatis Jr., ¿Quién es más? Favorita. Aquí nos vamos con relaciones en Maxima 99.1 Only Hits. Buenas manos. Yo me voy a retirar por el día de hoy y los voy a dejar en buenas manos con Oscar Omar, con su noticiero al máximo. Noticiero al máximo con Marco Antonio González, mejor conocido como El Chonito. Y ahí es de 10:30 a 1 de la tarde con noticias, deportes, estatal, federal, regional y local, deportes, de todo. Y luego también te hacen reír. So, escúchenlo, los de 10:30 a 1 y luego de 1 a 3. Maxima's Going Back de 3 a 7. Éxito tras éxito, Maxima's Drive Time Show, y luego de 7 a 10 con Diego 10, y luego automatizamos la radio desde las 10 de la noche hasta las 6 de la mañana, hasta que me agarren de regreso. Recuerden que me pueden buscar en Big O's Morning Show en YouTube. Pueden buscarme en... tengo para que me hagan subscribe el YouTube, channel es Big O's Morning Show. Y luego me pueden buscar en Facebook, Oscar Félix Jr., Oscar Félix Jr. 1 para Instagram y Big O's Morning Show en Face. 81 grados en ambos lugares. We're looking at high about 92. It's sunny outside. It's beautiful. I'm 95,000. It's your boy Big O on Maxima 99.1 only here.